kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kansas State's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Boley. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for the big play. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Gee. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And he's got it in the end zone.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Hunt is on its way. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Green. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll throw on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's taking the shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This is a designed run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, it's Boley. Rushes on him. Complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he added the extra point.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Taylor has it. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The screen, he's got wheels. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll try the run. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Fires to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The give is to Taylor.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. They'll run the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bump. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now the pitch. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quick strike complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
The play action fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Boley. The screen, and watch out.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
On target over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Fires to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today,